Yo, what up? It's Tre Banks. Make sure to tune in to the Rhythm and Flow podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
I can't believe this bitch up and left with my heart, yeah. We had a plan, you was with me from the start. You caught me creeping, I ain't mean to break your heart. Swimming in the deep end with the sharks, they don't understand.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Powers with Rhythm and Flow. I'm out here with a special guest, Tre Banks, man. Welcome.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Hey, back again, bro. You know how we do. We had to get you back.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go ahead and, have you introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? Just get the basics out.
Yeah, man. Tre Banks from Salem, Oregon. I'm a rapper, singer, engineer, jack of all trades, really. Just a person that makes music, loves music. So a little bit about what I do.
How long you been making music for?
I started making music when I was, I want to say 14.
14?
I started making beats at first on the old laptop my grandpa gave me. When, you had to keep it on a charger type shit, or else it would die. On a free version of Fruity Loops on FL.
Hey,
so you know about that. You can't save projects. You got to just export them.
Yep.
So started on that, and then eventually linked up with ASEF with Purple Sound Studio. We went to high school together. We had a mutual friend, and then I just said, fuck it. Let me try to rap. Let me try to sing, whatever. So that's basically how it started.
Yeah. So you said you were from Salem, but you said that eventually you, I know from our previous conversation that you moved out of Salem.
Yeah, I moved out of Salem for high school. I thought I was going to hoop and shit like that. So some family stuff happened. So had to relocate for a little bit, but, I'm back, so.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
And you say you hooked up with AJ Wu, now runs Purple Studio in Salem, by the way. So how'd you guys meet? How'd that go? And what'd you guys end up building together?
I don't know if anyone knows this, but he used to rap low key.
Really?
Before he had some shit on SoundCloud, and that shit did numbers. I'm not even capping.
What was his rap name? You remember?
I think it was ASEF. It was him and 3 other people. It was some troll rap, some funny shit, but
yeah.
I remember it did numbers. So I knew he made music, and I was we had a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so kind of linked up like that. Started making beats. Went over to his crib to make beats, and then eventually I just hopped on the mic. So that's kind of how it came about. And then ever since then, it's just, we started working every day in the summer. Yeah. I was 14, 15 at the time. Working every day in the summer, and then eventually just got better and started dropping music.
Yeah. When you met him, were you already making beats or no?
It's just I made a beat, my first beat probably a week before. Oh. And then I hit him up. I was yo, let's cook up or something. Show me some shit. And I didn't even know how to get drum packs. I was using the basic FL drum.
The stock shit.
The stock drums, bro. And then he was you gotta go on Reddit. You gotta go get the 808 Mafia drum kit and shit like that. So yeah.
So it's Silverton, right?
Yeah.
Silverton's a smaller town.
Yeah.
Did word get around fast that you made music
high school,
and he made music? And so you guys kind of just found each other, or?
Bro, in high school, that shit was I had a song. I went by a different name. If you know, you know. A song with my bro Jalen called Nasty. That shit, bro, people at Sprague, people at South, people at everywhere, every high school in the Salem surrounding areas, knew that song. So that's kind of how I knew I might have something,
Type,
so yeah.
Dope.
But
that's crazy. And then eventually you guys, same city, right? You guys in the same town. You cook up together, and eventually, what did that become? You guys were just 1A, 1B. You go into his studio recording, or how'd that go about?
Yeah, definitely. I would pull up to his crib. He would pull up to my crib, bring his setup, or just cook up all my shit. But eventually, that's my bro. So
yeah. Are you guys still working together to this day?
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to go there tomorrow. At 5. Yeah, so it's been a minute.
Seeing that from you guys as startup to where you are now, both respectively, you guys are both on a different level right now. How do you see it?
I feel it's it happened for them, the both of us. I wouldn't have got as good as an artist if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
And he probably wouldn't have got as good as an engineer if it wasn't for me, because we were just recording every day.
Right.
So trying new shit,
getting those reps
in. It's just like basketball. You got to practice every day if you want to actually get good and decent.
Tight.
So you could put in 1,000 hours already. You know what I mean? So that's why he can go engineer anyone he wants, really. Anyone can pull up to the studio, he knows that engineer. That's why I can hop on a song with anyone I want. or if anyone asks me for a song, I can knock it out.
Yeah,
so
you feel good.
I feel good about it. So definitely
that's awesome.
confidence.
Is that song that you said you put out in high school, is that still out?
Bro, it's probably somewhere, bro.
Oh, so probably, like it's not on your profile, but it's somewhere?
It's somewhere, bro. I remember a bass boosted YouTube channel. You know about those? Like they took it from SoundCloud and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's definitely out there.
It's out there somewhere.
It's somewhere, yeah.
Hey, we gotta find that. I'm gonna try to find that. What's it called? Nasty? what was your old name, bro? I need to find out.
If you know, you know.
For sure. I'll find it. So yeah, I mean, respectively, you guys are both in different parts of your career right now, and I mean that's awesome. I mean, he's running the studio, you're out here working, and I mean you've already been working with a lot of notable people too, up and comers, and people not even from Oregon. You're working with people from all over, from what I see.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that been going for you?
I mean, it's been going good, man. Just investing in myself, trying to put myself out there more. I took a little hiatus, just a break from music, just a lot of like personal shit that was going on, just kind of had to reflect and just, just, I don't know. I was wasn't making music. I wasn't feeling it, but now I got it in my bag.
Yeah.
Just really just trying to do something with it because I know I got the talent for it. I know I just got to put in the work, and I think it'll come.
Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, from all the music that I hear, your sound is not like the Pacific Northwest sound.
Yeah, definitely not.
Basic, from what I've heard, it's more like California based. I say more melodic. I say that because it's melodic, and you hear a lot more melodies coming out of there. But I mean, where do you say you consider yourself to be like?
Definitely melodic. Like that's my bread and butter. That's like if someone taps in with the feature, they want a melodic. They don't want me to rap. Like they want me to kind of like bring some vocals and like some vibes to a track. Yeah. So that's definitely my sound. I wouldn't say it's more catered to like the West Coast sound, bro. Because I got rage beats. I got trap beats, like Detroit shit. Like I don't try to like just box myself into just one specific sound.
Versatile.
I'm trying to be very versatile. I feel like I could do a country song if I wanted. Like
Tight
for
shit.
real, like I've done like dance hall beats and shit like that. Like I got a lot of reps, like a lot of songs in the tuck, just on different kind of beats and stuff like that. So
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's cool. I mean, when do you even try new sounds? You record yourself probably?
I record myself whenever I get the chance to now. I feel like I get inspired by a lot of different things, whether it be music. Maybe I might be on a vacation. I might be, somewhere and just get inspired by the palm trees or something like that. Life, like real life situations. I might find a breakup or whatever. I might find a sad beat and like talk my shit on there. Like, man. It really depends. But I try not to just be put in one box. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I hear you. I'm sure you feel more comfortable recording at home anyway too. Like, especially trying new things, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go to the studio, I'm sure you just want to go and like be like. Have everything dialed in, or I mean, I don't know what that process is like.
How that process for me, like, it's not very convenient for me to go to a studio and record because, like, I punch in. I don't write really a lot of my music. It's a lot of punch in, humming, and like catching a vibe and catching melodies, and then kind of like filling the words, like type stuff. But it's just like the only way I really go to a studio if someone wants a feature from me. I'll go knock it out there with them if that's what they want. Or I'm getting my songs like mastered because I do all my engineering myself. I mix it and then I'll get it mastered just to put out and stuff like that.
Where'd you learn how to mix and all that?
ASAP, he loaded me up a preset.
Dope.
A preset, and that's kind of like how I learned. I just started messing with it, the different knobs, reverb, delay, EQ. I didn't even know what that was. I think I have a pretty good ear for music, so I kind of like figured out what certain things did. You know? So that's kind of how I learned. And then eventually, like, just the homies and stuff pulling up to record on me, just mixing their stuff. So
if it sounds right,
it sounds right, yeah. There's a lot of reps, honestly. Like,
nah, that's cool, man. I'm sure that's a convenient way for you to make music now. And that's cool, man. Kind of going back to what we were saying, though, it's just like, I want to go back to how you were working with a lot of artists, because I know recently we had a show, you were performing with Derek King. I mean, talk about that. What was that experience like?
I mean, it was cool. He gave me, kind of how it went about, I already knew who he was. I already messed with his music already. I DM'd him about Song Wars that he was doing on Twitch. I was like, let me get in. And then he was like, all right, so at this time I was even home at that time. So I was like, all right, we got to do a different day. I was like, hey, bro, you coming to Oregon? Like, my people was having you out here for a show. He was like, oh, yeah. I was like, how much for a feature? Locked it in. We did the video. How the performance came about was he was kind of running late on the video. So he was like, hey, bro, let's just like do like a scene or a couple clips here at the hotel, and then I'll just throw your song on the set and you can just perform and we get some videos like that. And I was like, all right.
Fire.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it came about.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So is that scene gonna be a part of the music video?
Yeah, it is for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
hell yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
was a cool scene, especially like lit, you know, in the middle of everything, performing. That's gonna be dope,
it's gonna be a dope video.
Wait, when did you guys record that song? When did you guys have it ready?
I recorded that song in the summer.
Okay.
It's called Toxic. I recorded it in the summer, but like I said, I have so much music. I just make music damn near every day.
Yeah.
And I felt like he would just fit perfectly on that song. Like, I kind of have like a vision of what artist. If I were to get someone on a song, I kind of already know what song I'm gonna get him on.
Gotcha.
I sent him 2 different songs. That's the one he chose. He knocked it out. He did his thing on there. Shot the video. And the rest is history, really.
You currently got a lot of opens on songs right now?
Bro, I don't finish songs, really. Like, keep it a buck, bro. Like, all my songs, like, this is probably why I don't drop as much music as I should, because I make so much music, and a lot of it's unfinished. It needs another verse, and I just, like, I'm creating new things as I go. It's like, if I finish the song in one day, like, I probably will drop that. Yeah. But if it's, like, unless it's, like, I already know it's a hit, I just need to add the finishing touches to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a lot of songs have open, so if you want to feature, tap in.
Make sure you tap in, man. Hey, any Oregon rappers, singers that you're maybe keeping an eye on or anything like that? Anybody you want to work with? Just a rough idea.
3-Way Hef. I fuck with Hef.
Okay, solid.
Me and Fredo got to get another song. We have a song, or he did a feature for me like hella long ago, but we need some.
They're out there slapping beats.
Yeah, they slapping beats. Damn, I don't know. I did a song with I feel like a lot of people, like obviously like Amine and stuff like that.
Maybe even some bigger ones, like who do you,
in Oregon,
Cali.
Oh, Cali, like what are you talking about? Like just features I want?
Yeah. Well, like let's hear some features.
Tory Lanez, I fuck with Tory Lanez. Tough.
He just dropped an album,
Free
bro.
Tory, bro. Free Tory. Excuse me. Tory. Fuck with Blast.
Yeah.
Kalen for real.
I can see that.
Who's some newer artists? I'm trying to think. I like some like underground shit too. Like
name one.
Like Baby Santana.
Okay.
Like there's an artist called Saint Laneway. He's tough. Eli Sostre. I don't know. He's from Toronto, but I think he wrote for Drake like a while back. He's crazy. He's like one of my favorite artists for real.
Really?
So yeah, that's one I think I should try to actually get is him. He's tough.
How do you go about that? Like, do you actually reach out to some of these guys and try to network, or how does that work?
just in the DM. That's it. Really, I'll just be like, hey, bro, I'm when you're ready. Like, cause I mean, if you're a bigger artist, you're not gonna do no features for free. Like, and the only way I feel like a bigger artist would do a feature for free is if it's like the labels involved or like something like that. But you got to come correct. You got to come like. I don't think a lot of people realize this shit. It's like it's not cheap.
Nah.
Like you got to really invest in yourself, and if you want your shit to sound quality, you want it. You want music videos, you want features. Like you got to have the money for it. Really,
right.
Like that's really what it is.
Yeah, it's a pay to play kind of game.
It is, especially like promos and stuff like that too. Like promotion's a big thing in I feel like in getting your song out, like ads, playlisting. Shit like that, all that shit costs unless you really know someone tapped in like that.
Right.
But it's pay to play, honestly.
It's a hard game if you're just trying to go in there and just trying to throw some shit and hope it like goes viral or something. It's a hard game. Just
hits like an algorithm or something like that. That's like it's definitely happened, but I don't think it's common.
No.
Like now, I feel like in the SoundCloud days, that was more common because I had a couple songs that did like 100K on SoundCloud. Yeah. Like when I was dropping on SoundCloud consistently. But SoundCloud's kind of dead now. So it's like Apple Music, all platforms, like the major streaming platforms. Yeah. Like it's definitely like playlisting and stuff like that, and just ads and definitely like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How's your social media? You try to stay involved in that, or
Yeah. So I had to make a new Instagram.
Yeah.
Man.
Drop the ad right now.
Yeah, it's Tre Banks, TREBXNKZ. It's the same as my old one, just with the Z at the end. I don't really want to get into too much detail on why I lost it, but I think just someone just might have changed my password or something like that. But yeah, we got to start from square one again.
For
but
sure.
I feel like it's kind of like it was meant to happen. Like, everything happens for a reason. So
a little refresh.
That was in the cards for some reason, losing my Instagram. But I had a lot of like good connections on there.
Yeah.
Like some big artists that followed me, producers, engineers, videographers, and stuff like that. So
I think. Blow.
Huh?
Yeah, like it sucks.
Yeah.
Not to lose that shit sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to start from square one, and especially like I feel like social media is such a big part of music. Like they see someone with 200 followers, they ain't gonna take you serious compared to if you had 3,000. Like you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes I gotta tell people like, hey, bro, like I really do this shit. Like I'm not just like starting. Like I've been doing it for a little minute. So yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah. We're gonna run it back up.
You out there posting reels and stuff like that, or working on it? Or?
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to figure out the next single that's gonna drop. I just dropped a song called "Fine Girl" with Most Likely. He's from New York. He's a writer. He wrote for I think like Tory Lanez, A Boogie, G-Eazy and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. But yeah, definitely for the next song we're gonna do a lot of reels and like content behind it. So we're just trying to line that up and figure out how we're going to go about that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure you got some content already stacked up. You're just waiting to drop it, too.
Yeah, just waiting to drop it and just kind of figuring out the rollout, really. Because I don't want to just drop a song and then not have anything behind it and, like, it's just a song.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not going to – it don't really do numbers like that. You gotta shoot content for it. I'm
sure back then, like your SoundCloud days, you probably just dropped.
I could drop a song.
Drop shit.
I'll repost it on Snapchat and Instagram, and that's all. That's it. That's it. Nowadays, it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot that I wish you could just be an artist, really, and just make music and drop it, and not have to worry about the other stuff. But I mean, it is what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to be a content creator, artist, and you got a lot of things to juggle these days. But most important is just keeping your eye on music, and I'm pretty sure it'll work itself out.
Yeah.
As far as like talking about that, how important is it to you to have a good rollout, or this new era of music that you're dropping? How important is it that it has a meaning or something like that to it?
I think it's very important because I feel like I'm trying to become more vulnerable and more personal in my music. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want the videos or whatever behind the song to kind of have a meaning and like maybe like a theme in a way, So I think that's important, and that's really about it, man. Just making it more personal and something that people can connect with,
Right.
And maybe they can laugh at it, like something funny, like just having something, not just a song.
Yeah.
So it's definitely important to have a rollout and kind of like have a game plan when you go into dropping a song.
And as far as like the rollout too on your music, any videos or anything like that you're working on currently?
Yeah, I'm about to drop a single, and then I'm gonna drop the Derek King song with the video, and then after that, it's either gonna be a 3-4 song EP or just like a 8-song mixtape, just like compilation of music. So hopefully by I want to say April. Like late April, definitely the EP will be out.
What song are you most excited for? Which one's the one that people need to look out for?
There's a song called Keiko's on there. Keiko's is hard. There's a song called On the Low. There's a song called Late Night Flex. For Life. There's some joints on there for sure.
You're excited to drop this tape on this album.
Yeah. I feel like, the last song I dropped, I haven't dropped nothing before that for like 2 years, and it was kind of like, I wouldn't say all over the place, but it just people didn't really know my sound. They didn't know what to expect from me. So now I feel like it's kind of like a new era.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's like a structured version.
It's a structured version, a more put together version of Tre Banks for sure, and definitely just like, just maturing and just realizing a lot more shit. So just trying to put that behind the music and just see what it does.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna let the people know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sure. Besides Derek King, is there any other notable features that you have on there right now?
We're trying to put something together. Definitely, you're gonna see Spoon on there.
Spoon?
Definitely, that's a given.
Yeah.
Spoon. I kind of want to keep it like limited on the features. I kind of want it to be like, I don't think I haven't dropped a tape like or like compilation of music, right?
Yeah.
In a very long time since, like I said, like SoundCloud days.
Yeah.
So I definitely want it to be more just focused on me, not just like all features and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I think Derek King, one more big feature, like I want to say bigger than Derek King.
Yeah.
And then Spoon, and then just like that's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? I know you said that you wanted to be more structured. So is there like from top to bottom? Does it like gradually grow? Is it like a story kind of telling?
Yeah. I want it to be like it's just like the beat selection. I want it to be the intro. You gotta come out with a bang. You know, come out with like something that just sets the tone, sets the vibe of the tape.
Yeah.
And then eventually just like kind of tell a story in a way.
So it kind of like starts hard.
I want it to be like a roller coaster, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like that's kind of what I like. For the tape to be something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of songs need to be just finished, like finishing touches. But the rough drafts and stuff like that, the early revisions and stuff like that shit, I kind of have an idea of what's going to be on there, what's going to not be on there.
Yeah,
so
you have a whole vision already set.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, as far as like the studios that you go to, I know we talked that you go to Purple, but are there any other studios that you go and, get your mixes or your masters done?
Yeah, I was going to Burn Money for a little bit. Shout out Burn Money. Working with Jason and Sam for a little bit. That was like my previous songs were mixed by them. The last song, Fine Girl, that I was talking about, that I just dropped, I did that all myself. Don Julio, he sauced it up a little bit, like on a couple parts, but mainly my vocals and my part was mixed by me. But yeah, Franchise Studio.
Yeah.
Fuck with them. Or was it Backrooms now?
We're Backrooms now.
Yeah, we have Backrooms.
Franchise and Sloth Gang right
Yep. Definitely. Fuck with them for sure. I don't know. I really don't fuck with that many people.
Yeah.
When it comes to engineering, just because like I've had experiences where I've been in the studio, like in Vegas. I went to a studio in Vegas, and they just like, they had plaques on the wall. Like they had Lil Wayne, Nipsey, and stuff like that, like plaques. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is a legit studio. And it was, like, it looked fire. Like it was a fire-ass studio, but it's not about that. It's about the engineer. Like, and if you don't know what sound you're going for, or like how your music sounds, like that shit was horrible. Like,
chemistry. You need chemistry.
Yeah, that's very important. Chemistry with the engineers is like number one, I think. That's why, like I said, me and Ace at Purple Sound, we kind of locked in.
Yeah.
And then just like not being afraid to tell the engineer what you want. Like a lot of people might just take the back seat and like let the engineer do it, but I'm like, yo, I want my shit to sound like this. Like add this beat drop, add this reverse reverb right here and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I try to be really hands-on with my music.
Well, at the end of the day, you're paying for the time. So
exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's your song too, you know.
Yeah. So.
I mean, engineering myself, like I used to engineer a lot back in the day, and I mean, I'd always try to cater to the artist. I'll be like, hey, you really like, do you like this? Like, or do you want me to do something else? I was always just trying to make sure that they liked it, because again, I felt like as the person who's getting paid for this, like it's my duty to make sure they like it.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, I feel like the artist should have some sort of like, do your thing, like to the engineer. You gotta like, it gotta be that.
It's gotta be a little balance, you know what I mean?
Like balance, yeah.
Yeah, because then it could be like, dang, like this person doesn't fuck with anything I'm doing. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, and then engineers, you gotta make the final track sound like the rough draft. Like it's gotta kind of like, that's a big thing. Like I don't want to send you the rough draft and then the final mix sounds nothing like the rough draft. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So that's very important to me.
It should be like a cleaner version of that, right?
Cleaner version. Like, don't do too much. Clean it. Get all the harsh frequencies out of there. Yeah. Do what you got to do to make it sound good. Make the beat and the vocals sit perfectly together. Yeah. Like, that's it. That's usually what I ask for when I get my songs, like, mastered and stuff like that. Like, I'll send the vocals like, wet. I won't send them dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, most of the time, it's like I send, like, already mixed vocals. Just not too mixed so they can have a little wiggle room, you know what I mean? Yeah. To do what they got to do. But for the most part, like, all my auto-tune and, like, how I want my voice to sound, that's me. That's going to stay the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got that shit on lock then.
Yeah, for sure. I try to, man, because I've been to a lot of studios, like I said, and they just don't sound good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I just paid this money. I could just did it at the crib for free.
Right, exactly. So. Now, who's Tre Banks outside the studio? What do you do? What do you do in your spare time? What do you like to keep yourself busy with?
Yeah, I like to work out, play video games, kick it with the family. I'm a real chill person. I feel like if you get to know me, I'm just laid back.
Yeah.
Like to have fun, travel, stuff like that. Get to the bag. That's really it. I try to, you know what I mean?
Get to the bag,
keep it simple, man.
Yeah.
I'm a real simple person. I don't really be doing too much. Just focus on what I need to be doing and where I need to be headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you say your focus would be if you didn't have music? What would you be focusing on?
I don't know. I feel like I focus on a lot of other things other than music.
Yeah.
That I got to do, right?
Yeah.
Work, just money wise, like you know, you gotta get to the bag. You gotta get money, in order to support your music.
Right.
So I gotta focus on that, and then, but I don't know. I feel like just music was always in the cards for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been very musically inclined since like a little ass kid. Like
really?
3 years old, like dancing to like Michael Jackson and stuff like that, and just so it definitely was in the cards. So I couldn't even answer that question really.
What was one of those first like moments where you're like, I'm gonna try to write a song?
Yeah, I was like, I think I was in middle school.
Really?
Like I tried to write a song, write a rap. Like my favorite movie growing up was Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I was like 7 years old, like watching that, and like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have been watching that, but that was one of my favorite movies. So that kind of like, I'd always like rap and like hip hop. So my dad used to play that. He used to play a lot of different music, like oldies. Like he used to play a lot of Bob Marley and like Michael Jackson. So I kind of like have a wide spectrum of music that I've like grew up on.
Yeah.
Not just like rap and hip hop. And
Right.
I feel that kind of like shows in my music a little bit.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, as far we were saying like about writing music, but who were some early influences in your music? Some early ones. When you were about to write a song, about to write a rap,
I used to listen to a lot of, like I said, Get Rich or Die, 50 Cent.
50 Cent heavy?
50 Cent.
Okay.
Like when I first started making music, like in high school, it was like when like Shoreline was popping.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I was like. I was a kid. I was just trying to make what I was listening to, really, you know. So like I feel like everyone starts music like that. Like you kind of like try to recreate something in a way.
Yeah.
I was jacking people's flows and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like keep it a buck, but you know, eventually you keep making music. You're gonna find your own sound.
Yeah.
You're gonna find what works for you, and what makes you unique from a different artist. If you can't find that, then I don't know. Maybe music is not, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, going back to that too, it's like it's not like you're necessarily jacking them, but it's like you're trying to, like you said,
trying to figure yourself
you're
out.
Trying to figure it out.
Like,
it's like how you gonna shoot a ball? You're gonna watch somebody shoot a ball until it feels good in your hands.
Like, I like Curry's jump shot. I like Kobe. You're gonna try to shoot like, you know what I mean? Copy their form. So
exactly.
Definitely.
Like basketball and music. I mean, you say you're a hooper, right?
Yeah. I used to hoop growing up. That's what I was doing. Like I was hoop, like ball is life. Like, I would, at the hoop, Croc Center, all day, every day in the summer, growing up until like high school. That's like my freshman year. That's when I like played my first high school season. After that, like I wanted to make music, and like I was just smoking weed and just doing bad shit as a kid. So I just stopped hooping, bro. And like I was cool though, but definitely not like I wasn't going D1 or nothing like that. But I could hoop. You know what I mean? I could hoop. But yeah, that's what I was like growing up, just a hooper.
Yeah.
Like, really.
So it's basketball and music.
Yeah,
pretty much really
it. Yeah, basketball and
Bro,
music.
that's literally like how it goes together. You know what I mean?
Like you gotta listen to music to get hyped for a game, like stuff like that. So definitely.
It's funny because it's like the basketball player always wants to be the rapper, and the rapper wants to be a ball player.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. My uncle, he's like a Salem legend. Like he used to hoop. Like he played for Portland State like the first time they ever went to the March Madness.
Oh,
so
damn.
he was called. Yeah, he played overseas in Cancun and shit for a little bit. So,
oh damn.
Yeah, so he was like the real hooper of the family.
That's hard. So you always had like a hoop like influence. To that.
Yeah. Like all my uncles played. My cousins were nice. My dad used to hoop, so it's just like it was just in me. Yeah.
Who'd you root for? What team?
The Blazers. Like
Blazers.
Just because it's a hometown team. But
okay.
I like the Nuggets. I like Jokic.
Bro?
I like Jokic. Yeah, I like Jokic. I like Wemby. Those
Yeah.
are like my two players. I don't really have a favorite team. Like I go to Blazer games and stuff like that, but like it's not to watch the Blazers.
What do you play, like a guard, like a forward? How do you
No.
play, like?
Me? How I
Yeah.
play?
How you out there?
Bro,
You got,
I have
like,
multiple
Magic or
teams.
what?
People told me I play like CJ McCollum.
CJ?
Like just smooth, like midi. Like that's my game.
Yeah.
Like I got a nice little midi.
Yeah.
And I got a nice little floater I get to. Yeah, so for sure.
Now we're gonna have to play in person.
Come on, let's run it. Let's run it. Come
No,
on,
I'm
we'll
playing.
see.
I play with Raul, bro. Oh, I guess we could talk about Raul too.
Yeah.
That's like that's another guy that we have a mutual with, and I mean, what was that relationship like? How was that like? Did he play a part in your music early on?
Yeah, he was like one of the first like people like. Damn, I want to say he was one of the first features that I actually like did or like I got him on one of my songs.
Yeah.
This was when I was like 15. He was like the only person I know that like in Salem. He was doing shows at the time. Like he was opening up for Mozzie and shit
I
like
remember
that.
yeah.
So like I was like, damn, he cold. And then I was like, I hit him. He was like, yeah, let's do it. He knocked out the song, and then we never really like linked up till like I would say a couple years ago. Like we just got closer naturally, and then that's the homie, that's the bro for sure.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Ralph.
No, for real. Shout out Raul. No, he was doing something. I remember early on.
Yeah, very early on. I feel like
Very early
in
on.
Salem too. Like a lot of people weren't really doing nothing like with musically.
Yeah.
Like there's a few people, but that was like one that caught my attention. I was like, oh, let me reach out. You know.
Dude, don't you think it was hard growing up trying to make it in music, but you don't have nothing to look up to?
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
nobody else doing what we're doing now, you know?
You gotta kind of create your own inspiration in a way, and like have your own dreams and shit like that. You know, plays a part because it's like,
Yeah.
who came out of Salem?
Literally no.
Who came out of the professor?
The
He's
professor,
a hooper.
yeah.
He's a hooper.
Not even Salem, bro. He's from Kaiser.
Like it's like, come on, bro. Like
Some Kaiser. Shit, I mean, talk about that, talk about that. It's like now versus then, I mean, small town kid trying to make it in music.
yeah.
Like, how'd you make that happen for yourself? How do you continue to do that?
Trying to be consistent, trying to, you can't let the flame like die down, the spark, whatever you want to call it. You kind of have to keep it lit. You kind of have to keep that, like keep it going. I don't know. I feel like everything I accomplished, like when I was younger, or like everything I accomplished now, I remember when I was younger, when I first started making music, I was like, I want to do a music video. I want to have features. I want to perform. And I feel like I've done those things. So just staying consistent and just like staying down till you come up, really. That's really like the only way I could put it. Because eventually, I feel like everyone has their time and their moment. It's just up to you if you're really going to like capitalize on it.
Yeah. Oh, I got a cool question.
Yeah.
If you were starting over again, you were, let's say, 15, 16 years old again, today, in 2025, how would you go about that, knowing what you know now? So you have all those tools, all those advantages. How would you go about it again?
Damn.
Who would you hit up? What would you do? What
I feel like my music sucked when I was younger, though. So it's like, do I have like my
No,
same...
bro, you have all the ability. I'm just saying,
like
you're just
like right now,
You're
just like back then when I was 16.
Yes, you're just starting over again.
I'll probably just network, try getting the clubs and bars and try to get my music played over there. I don't know, bro. I really don't know how to answer that question, honestly. I would say just come up with a brilliant shit. What came out in the last couple of years? Invent TikTok or something like that. Get rich and just put all my money in music. Like I don't know. Like,
I think what I would do is I'd definitely I'd hop on the TikToks, I'd hop on the reels, I'd start doing content creation, but like with my music involved, obviously. And then I think locally, what I would do in Salem is I'd definitely hit up Rhythm and Flow. I'll be like,
come on, tap in with Rhythm and Flow, man. They really putting on for the city. You guys are really putting on, bro. So
I literally
giving you your flowers, bro.
Thank you. I mean, I owe a lot of credit to Albert.
Yeah, for sure. Both of you guys, man.
He's definitely a large part of it. But the reason I say that, bro, is because I was that kid.
Yeah.
I was that person that didn't have nothing. I didn't look at. I looked around and I'm like, damn, there's nobody out here. So,
yeah,
we want to give y'all the spotlight.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like for the kid in his mom's basement right now, like 15, 16, can't even get into the club. Like seeing performances, it's definitely doing something for that.
Yeah.
So that's cool right there.
Dude, I was thinking, I just reflect from time to time, and I'm like, I'm really out here, you know, doing it. So how do you feel? Like,
I feel like
do you feel like that kid that started music, seeing who you are now? How
definitely.
proud are you of that?
No, I'm definitely proud of myself for that. I feel like just even my family, they're like, damn, like you actually like like watching it on YouTube and shit like that. From like, I was just dropping songs, and then now I'm like, I'm doing podcasts now. Like I'm doing shows. Like I've done a couple shows here and there, videos with some big artists. I've been in the studio with some big people and stuff like that. So it's just like, definitely just like, I feel like manifestation is real. Like everything I wanted musically, I feel like I'm just slowly climbing up there.
Exactly.
So you just got to take it one day at a time. Really.
You just gotta step back sometimes and really look at like.
Yeah, you gotta look at I
really am doing.
You just gotta be grateful for what you got right now.
Yeah, and I know that you got a long way ahead of you, man. You got a whole career ahead of you. I mean, you keep pushing. You got the right head on your shoulders. I mean, it's gonna happen. And I mean, you know, you got to keep pushing. If I remember correctly, I think you were in the studio 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Damn, what was that like?
That was cool, man. Shout out Spoon. He lined that up. I guess he was just in Portland for a couple of days. Like,
he
lined the feature up. I pulled up. We did it at Burn Money.
Yeah.
And like how it came about, I had an idea of a song I wanted to get him on. But before that, we was just chopping it up for like hours, like just talking about music and just like he was telling us stories about like shit, Chief Keef and like Trippie Redd and all these like big names and stuff. So it was definitely cool to hear that. But then he was like, let's just load the beat up, bro, and like just vibe out.
Just like that?
And we loaded the beat up. It was like a plug and B beat. I don't even make plug and B music, like, but it just happened naturally. So I just went with it. We made a pretty cool song. The next day we did the video, and I was like, I didn't get home till like 6 in the morning. I think I like stayed at a hotel in Portland. And then the video was at like 12. So I like went to the hotel, slept for a couple hours, went back to the crib, mobbed back to Portland, shot the video, and then the rest is history. But yeah, shout out 24 Hours. He was cool.
What happened to that song? That video, is it out?
Yeah, it's out. It's called Easy. It got a good amount of views. I think it's like at like 35K or something like that.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it's got some numbers behind it. That was cool. That was my first video. That was my first, and there was like, that was my first, one of like my first times in the studio, like a real studio.
Yeah.
Because I was just, like I said, I was recording in the crib, so.
Yeah.
There was like 8 people there, and then there was like people pulling up in and out of the music video shoot, and I'm just like a little ass kid. I was like 17 at the time, like 18.
Oh, damn.
So this was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
First music video, shout out Phases. Me and Phases kind of locked in after that.
Oh shit.
Got to link back up though, but yeah, it was definitely a cool experience. And just like, I was like I said, I was young, so I felt like him when I'm in the video. There's girls, there's bad girls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like there's some pretty ladies in there. I'm just doing my thing. So
that's crazy, bro. That happened that early too. Like it's
bro.
That must have been like a nice like motivation for you, you know?
Definitely was, because it just motivated me to like make more music and like try to do more videos and like just like I didn't think I was the type of person like I really am. I don't really like being in front of the camera, but like it just made me more comfortable with it, you know?
Right.
So it definitely was like nerve-wracking a little bit.
Bro, it's
like, I don't know, like I didn't know how to reps. I didn't know how to like, you know what I'm saying, do the whole music video shit.
Like do I look goofy?
Yeah, like I just kind of like it just happened naturally, really.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You said Spoon set that up?
Yeah, Spoon set that up.
So how'd you and Spoon kind of link up and kind of meet?
He knows my uncle. So I had a song called Right One. It's out all platforms. That was the first song we did. He kind of like was like, bro, like you're dope, you're young, you ain't into no extra bullshit like politicking and shit like that. Like let's just like let me kind of manage you in a way, you know, like point you in the right direction. And he just brought me to the studio. Every time he went to the studio, he gave me a couple hours, like here, like just use, like come up with something, let's make something.
Yeah.
Plugging me with videographers, engineers, cover arts and shit like that. Just like more of like a mentor really, and like looking out for me because he saw the potential early on before a lot of people did.
Just trying to put you on.
Trying to put me on really, and he didn't have to do that, you know.
Yeah.
So he just did it out of love because I don't know why to this day, like, but that's my bro. That's big bro for sure. You know, we talk every day, like not every day, but like every time we talk, it's just like it don't even got to be about music. It's just more of like a genuine friendship and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's kind of how it came about. And then now it's just like he got a lot of shit going on, I got a lot of shit going on. So whenever we got the time, you know, we talk, we chop it up, we try to cook up, we send songs back and forth to each other. You fuck with this, you fuck with that. So definitely, but you know, we gonna get back in the studio and definitely before the EP, whatever tape drop, you know, he gonna be on that for sure because we need another one. But
and then you said he was trying to manage you at first. Is that something he was already doing?
Nah, that was like his first like artist. Like he was managing me. Like he was like I was like his first artist. Like to this day, like I drop songs under his distribution. Oh, okay. So like I was dropping like all platforms through him. He set up like a Vivo account for me. Like when I dropped my first video, so like I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for him. Like you know what I mean. So I gotta shout out my bro Spoon. But yeah, he's just looking out really. Like he just saw the potential and it's like I wasn't trying to be like on some like musically and like in real life. Like I wasn't trying to like. I was just doing what was me really, and I think he saw that. Yeah. You know, I wasn't trying to like. I'm not talking crazy in the songs and shit like that. Like I'm gonna kill you and shit like that. Like you know,
most definitely I don't get
just staying in my lane. You know what I mean?
Type that's dope, man. I mean, obviously you know, that a lot of stuff's happening to you early on. You're getting into management. You're getting 24 hour, 48 hour, whatever his name is. 24 hours. Sorry. God, no. Excuse me, respectfully, 24 hours. A lot of stuff's happening. You know, like, and then you said you eventually kind of just. Stop.
Like I was like in a weird spot. Like I feel like I was like
a lot of momentum,
and then kind of like I said, I don't think I really knew how to like handle it. I kind of fell out of love with music in a way. Like I wouldn't say out of love because I was still making music, but it's just like
you didn't want to push it like that.
I didn't want to push it. I don't know, for some reason I really couldn't tell you. Like it's just I had a lot of like shit going on. I was just trying to really like learn myself. Really, I was just trying to, you know. You
think it was like a type of burnout in a sense, or is it just kind of like?
Yeah. Now I think about it, because I was like making music consistently since the age of 14 till like I want to say 18, 19, and then like I didn't really drop like last year. I think it's been a minute. I dropped like a video or two, but I didn't really push it like that, you know. So definitely got burnt out, I feel like, and just like just kind of had to like look in the mirror in a way and just like see where I want to. If I really want to do this, which direction am I going to take it? Yeah. But I feel like I got a pretty clear idea now. Yeah. So
is there like a moment where you maybe heard somebody's music or you heard some music and you were like, I got to get back?
Nah, it's just like it was kind of just
everyone
like, just telling me like, bro, like what the fuck, drop music. Like why are you not dropping? Like you have all these songs, like. I don't know. Like it's just like something.
You kind of just like snap back into it. Like
kind of just like let's lock in. Let's start dropping. Let's start rolling shit out. And I just like I was like in a slump. And you got to just drag yourself out of that shit. Really. Yeah. So, I mean it's natural. It happens. But like definitely like if I'm trying to do something with this music stuff, I know I got to be consistent and work hard and make music as much as I can. Yeah. It's also put myself out there.
It's important to take those days off though too.
Yeah.
You got to take at least a day or two off for yourself.
You got to like. I feel like I kind of like I wasn't running out of shit to say in my music. I just didn't know like nothing was coming naturally, and I feel like music is a very natural thing. Yeah, like especially good music, like it's gonna come natural. Like you don't force a song to be good. Like if you got to force it, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna sound forced. Exactly. So definitely you just got to let it come naturally, and at that time it wasn't, you know? Yeah. So just eventually just like living life, experiencing things. Like I'm only 21, so it's like I know I just started really. I got a lot of life ahead of me to live, and just like
most definitely
with this music stuff too, it's a lot ahead of me. So I know I'm kind of just like, you know, just going with the flow right now.
Yeah. Do you have like a set goal though? Like you're probably not gonna plan on stopping, right? Again.
I feel like I feel like
going forward,
even if I don't drop music, I'll still be making music. Like I feel like you can't ever stop making music once you start. It's kind of like not an addiction, but like it's just natural at that point.
Yeah. And kind of going back to the consistency. I mean, are you planning on dropping like going forward? Are you like I'm gonna drop a project a year?
At least a project a year. Especially like my sound is like. it's very melodic. So summer's coming up. It's about to be sunny. We got to push it. We got to do that.
Yeah.
It's got to fit that vibe. And definitely, I want to do more shows. I want to do just network more.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But yeah.
No, there's a lot of work to be done.
Though.
Huh?
I forgot your question.
No, I was just saying, you know, like basically, are you gonna be dropping more consistently, or are you gonna like
100%.
eventually gonna like ease off of it again? Or
I feel like I don't. There's no reason for me to ease off because I haven't really like just been flooding. Like
right.
I'll ease off once I drop a tape and like 3 videos and like 5 singles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, there's not really no time to ease off. It's just like, it's really on me to just put my foot on the pedal and just go.
Yeah, right. What's gonna happen to all those songs that you have in the vault? Are you gonna drop them?
Not all of them. Hell nah, bro. I got like 200 plus songs, bro. They're not all gonna be dropped.
You gotta drop like a 60-song album.
Bro,
or something.
I really could if I wanted to, but I ain't even gonna do that. I'm not like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. But there's like, I say like a lot of my music that's gonna be out has been made in the past year, and I feel like I've definitely been making my best music.
Gotcha.
So far, just coming up with new vibes and trying out new shit that I've never really tried before.
Yeah.
Different types of beats. I got like some dancehall stuff in there. I got like some shit like that, like just stuff you wouldn't expect from me, really.
Yeah.
And it sound dope. So can't wait for the people to hear it.
And how do you handle the production? I mean, are you going to someone to get beats or?
Nah, shout out YouTube. Shout out YouTube. I got a couple producers that sent me beats and I locked in with. But most of the time it's just really YouTube, and then I'll like email them the song.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You good?
And they'll be like, bro, this is hard. And then like, I'll see how they want to go about dropping the song, because I'm not gonna like, you know, see if they want to get some royalties off of it. They want me just to pay for the lease or the exclusive. Like, once I know for a fact I'm gonna drop the song, then that's how I do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really how.
Have you had any like bad experiences with just YouTube beats? I know some people have told me like, oh, maybe the song got taken down or something.
No, honestly, no.
Like that.
Nah, like my earlier music, I don't think I ever paid for a beat.
Really?
I ever paid for a beat, and it's still on like all platforms to this day. A couple old songs, but like I would say like All In, Right One, the one I did with Spoon, I didn't pay for that beat. It's still up there.
Bro, you're name dropping, bro. They're gonna get taken down.
Hey man, it's too late now. Should been out for like a couple years. But,
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean, are you in the future? Are you planning on locking in with like say one producer too for a whole unique album or?
Yeah, that would be dope. I gotta kind of find the right producer, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's really all it is.
Yeah, it's hard to find a producer, especially like I say around here, maybe. Maybe not
and it's
a lot
just
of people
like I don't want the same.
to that.
Like I don't know. Like I just feel like I'm focused on this EP, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, right? This compilation music I'm about to drop, and it's all like different vibes. It's not really a set, but the songs are kind of like going to be lined up to where they go together one by one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, this is a summer album. This is a straight trap album. Like there's trap songs, there's love songs, there's like
it's like a playlist.
It's like a playlist basically of just like shit I've been making, and that's kind of what I want the people to hear, like just what I can do and what vibes I can make when it comes to this music stuff, because it's a lot of different like beats. Like the beat selection is different.
You got a name for it?
Nah, not yet.
Artwork?
Nah.
Nothing?
Not yet. Nah. Maybe don't put that on there. You might don't put that on. It's in the works.
That's awesome. No, I mean, you know, it's coming out in April, bro. That's soon, actually.
That's next month. Yeah. I'm gonna get on.
March.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on it. Like I said, like these next few weeks, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna lock.
I just gotta lock in. I always do that to myself.
Like early March. I'm like, wait,
we're mid March. I want to drop it like. End of April.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 weeks of April. It should be out by then.
What are you gonna do for it? Are you gonna have any merch for it or anything like that?
I don't know.
Imagine some Tre Bank.
Some Tre Bank merch would be hard. I don't know. Maybe a little release party. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. we'll
That'd be
see.
cool, like a little release party.
Little release party. Just invite all the homies, people I fuck with, people that fuck with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely might have to put that in motion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just kind of, I would say just more focus on the content side of it. Not really like, merch and stuff like that. Just more on the content, push it towards the compilation of music. I ain't even gonna call it an album or nothing like that. Just,
Compilation of music.
Yeah.
I like that. A lot of who are you listening to currently? Like, who's on your playlist? Who's on the rotation?
Bro, I listen to everything, bro. I listen to, like I said, Eli or Ellie Sastre, whatever, how you pronounce his name. I've been listening to New Cardi. I've been listening to Zillionaire Doe. A lot of Future. A lot of Big Sad 1900. I listen to Spoon. Like, I listen to Homies, 3Z. My boy Jay Filthy. My boy Jalen, he be cooking up. He don't even drop, but he just be sending me shit. He just be sending me shit. I be bumping his stuff. I just bump. It's a lot, bro. I might bump some Morgan Wallen, like Party Next Door. I listen to everything, bro. Right. I got like different playlists for like different settings and moods. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. And
how do you keep your ears like to the new artists coming up? Like, how do you like hear of new artists or stuff like that?
I feel like just
it's like playlists or like they just come up, or how does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like TikTok is like putting a lot of people on like different artists and new artists. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If I hear something I like it, I'll add it. Really, it doesn't really matter who it is.
I say like a lot. I mean, you could probably agree to this too. Like a lot of new music is kind of like a little stale, like in the mainstream area.
Yeah.
So, like listening to something new might be.
Yeah, like I said, like Zillionaire Doe, he's like just a trap artist. Like, but it's just like it sounds raw and it sounds real. So it's like I'm fucking with it. And my people in Dallas, they put me on him. This is like 8 months ago, and now he's like blowing up now. Really? So so I would say I was tapped in with him for a little bit before like he really like I think he signed to like CMG like Yo Gotti right now. Oh damn. But yeah, my people in Texas they put me on him, and then now it's just like weird. Like he wasn't really popping like that back then. He probably was in Texas, right? But now he's like mainstream. So yeah.
A lot of opportunities to blow up, man. There's always someone new coming up. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna say, how do you feel about like the new generation of music? How do you feel like where music's going right now, and how do you stand out?
I feel like it's a lot of like it's two things. If you want me to be honest, it's a lot of like EBK shit, like hey, stuff like that, or it's a lot, like, you know what I'm talking about?
It's because I'm dying because they mentioned that earlier in the podcast.
Bro, like it's a lot of that. It's a lot of EBK shit. I fuck with EBK shit, but like it's so common right now. Yeah. And it's a lot of that, and it's a lot of like rage, like crazy rage shit. I fuck with both of them, but I feel like my music is more like some player shit, like just like cool, laid back vibe. Like, not everyone probably won't fuck with my music. That's fine, but whoever fucks with it, they gonna fuck with it for a reason. Yeah. So that's for them to decide why they fuck with my music. But definitely, just more of like I just be trying to create a vibe. Really, like that's because I think music is a vibe. Like it's a mood in a way. Like
Telling like, kicking it with your shorty or a shorty.
You're not gonna play like the most hardest trap Gucci Mane shit. Like you're not gonna like you probably will. Like I mean I do, but like I'm just saying like most of the time I'm like on some chill.
It's
shit.
Chill player shit, but you still got bangers.
I still got bangers on there. I still got some hard stuff on there. So it's definitely like I said, it's a compilation of music. I got some shit for the girls. I got some hustler music in there. I got some like crazy rage beats in there. Like it's a lot of different stuff. So. Yeah, it's like a mix of both.
That's exciting. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to look forward to in your music coming up. Yeah. As far as like everything else that's going for you, I mean, what's next for you besides this? What's next? What do you really want to focus on?
Like eventually, I don't see myself like rapping and making music, like rapping and singing forever, right? Like I definitely want to like. Just stack enough money to start like my own label and just be like, behind the scenes boss like type shit. Oh really? Yeah, like that's definitely what I want to do because or like an A&R or something like that, for my own little label. So maybe shit, 10, 15 years from now, you might see that happen. But that's like the goal. outside of music. Just continue doing what I'm doing, living life, trying to get some money, you know, chase it back. That's really it, man.
And what's your favorite activity besides music, man? What do you like? What do you?
I be
on
gaming.
A day off?
I be gaming.
Gaming?
I'm on 2K Tough. If you want to run a 2K fade for some money, we can put whatever on it. Like that's
What's the name, bro? You gotta drop the name.
It's the same as my Instagram, Tre Banks on PSN.
Okay.
Tap in. Come on. I'm nice on the sticks. I be going to the gym. I try to hoop every now and then. Just real simple shit. Really.
Yeah.
Like I don't be doing too much.
Solid.
Yeah.
What's your build though?
On 2K?
Yeah.
Bro, I got like 8 builds. That's what I'm
what's
saying.
Your primary build? What's your
I was
primary
like a point
build?
guard. It's like a shade, like SGA type build.
SGA?
Like midi, like
Yeah.
6'6" build. Yeah. Yeah. I got a center too. He's raw.
We haven't played, huh? Or did
Nah, I don't think we played, honestly. Nah, I don't think we have. I think Raul had said something like you're supposed to get on, but I don't think he ever got on.
Nah, bro. I think we played one game.
Did we?
It sounded like you.
I don't know.
Anyway, bro, I'm nice with the PT. Just saying.
Yeah, but that's what I be doing, bro. I just be chilling.
Chill. Playing 2K.
I like going on hikes and stuff like that.
Yeah?
You know, nature vibes. I like the nature.
Yeah.
Try to get out and do some stuff outside.
What's your favorite hike around here?
I just went to the Chowigler Hot Springs. Over there, it's a little hike, but like I've never been in the hot springs before that. And
Bro,
it was
different.
crazy until like there was like a couple that got in naked, and that kind of fucked the vibe up. But it was definitely a vibe. Yeah, it happens. I don't know why they did it, but
Go to the hot springs in Oregon and you'll find out.
you'll find that. Yeah, Oregon's full of hippies, so yeah, that was like a cool experience.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope, man. I want to ask you, this is something we do at the end of every podcast. What are 5 things you can't live without at the studio and in life? 5 essentials.
Some water. You need a hydro flask, a water bottle.
Okay.
Keep yourself hydrated.
That's one.
For me, I always gotta have floss. Like in my car, I have a thing of floss, like
Okay.
toothpicks and stuff like that. Got the
you.
teeth. Can't have shit on your teeth.
True.
5 things.
Yeah,
Like
you got 3 more.
And just music, or just like it just
You can
in
combine
general.
them. You can combine them.
P5 controller. Gotta stay on the game.
On you, bro?
Huh? No, on me. Nah. I don't stay
is
with
it?
that on me. Huh?
No, I'm playing.
Nah. Some headphones, like some AirPods or something like that.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. That's 4. You got one more. What's another essential you need?
Cologne. Can't be out here smelling musty. Cologne and deodorant, I feel like that goes that's essential. I feel like it's a lot of hygiene stuff. Some people will be out here be musty and shit.
They are a little musty.
So, some people are a little musty.
Musty, especially in the summer.
Yeah. Make sure you showered up and got some clean drawers on and shit, bro. Like, come on.
Oh, that's funny.
A laptop.
Laptop?
Yeah.
You gotta have a laptop.
You gotta have a laptop, especially for like music.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. I just ordered a laptop.
Which one?
It's a MacBook
Air?
Pro.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty penny, but I'm definitely like when I come to the studio, like I can have all my sessions, like everything on my laptop.
M4?
Huh?
M4?
I think it's I don't know. I gotta check.
It's that newest one.
I think it's the M2 chip. Nah, it's not the newest one. Yeah, it's not the newest one. Nah.
Bro, I got the M2. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Nah, we ain't on the M4 yet. Yeah.
Hey, it's cool, man. Apple, they do their thing.
Yeah,
man.
I got a Mac Mini right now. Like
those are fire.
Yeah, it's
I want one of those.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cool for like the crib, but like trying to be more mobile with it, like a mobile studio, like pull it up on the homies and stuff like that, and just like studio. Like it's definitely important to have a laptop and a hard drive too. Like Spoon just put me on the hard drive. Like like I need a hard drive for like all my
SSDs,
stuff.
Bro.
Yeah.
Put them in there, boom, dip.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. Well, bro, any last minute shout outs that you got?
Shout out my mama. Shout out mom. Shout out pops. Shout out the fam. That's it.
That's it.
Really. Shout out Rhythm and Flow, for real. Shout out Rhythm and Flow.
Appreciate you.
That's really it, man.
Hell yeah.
Keep it simple. Keep
it simple. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you again for popping out.
For sure.
Yes, sir. And again, Tre Banks, tap in.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Make sure you follow him on his new Instagram.
Yeah, follow the new Instagram. Run that up.
Yes, sir. So make sure you stay posted. Rhythm and Flow. Let's go.
Appreciate it.